Welcome to our 74th recording on YouTube. If you would please put your palms together for a meditation reading. Gani Shikudoku, Jodo Isai, Dohon Bodaishin, Ojo Anakoku. I vow that the virtue of this truth be given equally to all. May they awaken the Bodhi mind and realize the realm of peace and joy. The Ekoku, or directing virtue to all beings, chanted at the end of our sutras and written by Shandao. If you would please join me in Gasho. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Please share, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It will help to spread the Dharma. A common question always asked of this is, does Jodo Shinshu have a practice? Well, let me give you a definition of practice first. So a definition of practice is the actual use of an idea, belief, or method. It also means the customary, habitual, or expected procedure or way of doing something. And the verb of practice means to perform an activity or exercise a skill repeatedly or regularly in order to improve or maintain one's proficiency. So practice is an act, and it helps us to learn, okay? In Jodo Shinshu, our practice is really to learn, to think, to listen, and to truly hear, and to live in our whole lives the teachings of the Buddha. Our practice is also Namo Amitabha or Nembutsu. And it teaches us to listen, to truly listen what is inside of us and what others are saying. And it's to also hear ourselves. What? You ask me, what do you mean, hear ourselves? You know, some of us like to talk out loud when we're thinking of a plan or an idea. And sometimes that saying it out loud puts it into contents. But sometimes, some of us are quiet ones. We don't verbally say it. So, but we do listen to ourselves. We do hear what's going on in there. And so we practice what we think. It's important to hear one's voice, your own voice. And we meditate on that sound of our voice. And when we combine it with others, our voice blends in or combines with others to make it one voice. Another practice of ours is chanting. And you know, no matter if we chanted in English or chanted in Romanized Japanese, it's very difficult to really focus on the words, the meaning of the words. Yet, chanting is a reenactment reenactment of events or stories that keeps us in touch with the disciples of the Buddha. I was researching that, and I went, it does. It really does keep us in touch with the disciples and what the Buddha did say. And it was these disciples who transmitted the teachings after the passing of Shakyamuni Buddha. At first it feels strange, chanting in a language that we've never encountered before. But practice over and over, we become one with the chanting and with others who are also seeking the truth. I had a chanting teacher, and he was a very, very patient man. And because some of us were just terrible chanters, just terrible. And we had to get tested after every semester. So I wanted to really chant well. So every night for an hour, I would go into our little hondo in the dorm, and I would close the door and I would sit there and I would practice my chanting. And I would get so frustrated because I would get to a point where I always made the same mistake at the same place. So I had to erase everything and try to overcome that one area. And amazingly, it paid off. A whole semester, 1 hour a day, in the evening, chanting, practice chanting. And then I had chanting every day in class. And it was amazing because the chanting teacher looked at me and in his broken English said, "You've been practicing." And I said, "Yes, I have been." And he goes, "Oh, it shows." But when it came to test time and he turned on the recorder, I blow it every time. But he knew at least my practice was a try. I kept trying and trying. And my chanting is still not perfect, but it's a practice that I have to continue to do. Just like my hearing others, hearing what they had to say and their questions. That's a practice in hearing. It is Namu Amida Butsu, or Nembutsu, that brings us together as individuals, yet being all-inclusive. We practice togetherness. Practice togetherness. And together we are in search of tranquility, peace, and calm. Sometime, somewhere, we'll find a piece of tranquility. Not, and we may keep it and we may not. Who's to know? But the Nembutsu calms us. It calms our mind. And that can be a practice also. It's just to calm the mind so that we can think. We can find the patience We can really truly look at our greed, our anger, our impatience, and our ego, and where does it come from? Practice looking at ourselves to see who we truly are. Such a hard task. Easy to say, Namo Amida Butsu, but very difficult to find a true meaning, a Nimbutsu for ourselves. And it is a practice of listening, hearing, and thinking. But we can have a moment of calm. And that one moment of calm, we share our thankfulness, gratitude, and appreciation for being given that sane moment. And I say a moment due to situations, circumstances, whatever. It may change for us in just that one moment. But at least we get that moment of calm and peace. It is a hectic world. And we grasp at any moment of tranquility. And when it's over with, at least we can put our palms together and be thankful for that moment. We don't have to take shelter. We do take shelter. We take shelter in Namo Amida Butsu. We take shelter to truly help us think and to hear and to learn. Very important message is to learn. And taking that lesson and truly thinking what our Namo Amida Butsu is and where it will lead us eventually. So if you would please put your palms together in Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Namo Amida Butsu.